Hey, welcome back. I think the last time I left off was with the rear end installation on the Caballero. Since then, several things have happened, some good, some not so good. I removed the engine and transmission from the Caballero, and I started the engine disassembly. That went pretty well, and the bottom end looks pretty good. I'm not sure the direction yet. Maybe a hone and new bearings all around, or maybe beef up the internals in a borer, trip to the machine shop. We'll see. I have a vision for that car and somewhat of a budget, but that vision keeps sending the budget up. About the time of the LS engine disassembly, I also decided it was time to add another shelf in the shop and do a little more cleaning. I was running out of space, so I ended up with another, I think it's a 10,000 pound 7-foot shelf from the Big Orange Box store. So here's a little before and a little after. That gave me a lot more storage and got things cleaned up, so now I can more comfortably work in the shop. After that, I had to stop on it and prepare for my annual Labor Day weekend cookout for our campgrounds on the Ohio River, and there's where the trouble begins. All is well until I'm backing out of a parking space, the local Kroger grocery, and the passenger side lower ball joint on my Tundra shears right off, dropped the front end of the pavement, jacked up my fender. It wasn't fun. I'm very lucky that did not happen while I was doing 70 down the road. That could have been a very bad day. The rollback driver said he'd been doing this for 30 years, and it's the first time he's seen one shear off like this, and it took some thought to get it loaded. We finally got it back to camp, and I moved on with my cooking and weekend, assessing the damage on the Sunday. And in addition to the sheared off ball joint, I found a broken link on the stabilizer bar, and I ordered parts, and luckily my mother-in-law let me borrow her Super Duty. Thank you, Karen. The next weekend, I have the truck loaded with much of my tools, and I proceed to change the ball joint down at the river. Well, 2 trips to the parts store for a master ball joint tool kit. Mine didn't have everything needed for the size of ball joints that I have, and a couple of miscellaneous parts. My buddies and I got the ball joint changed. Trying to put it all back together, we find the axle had popped out and won't go back in proper. So we couldn't bolt the front end together. Well, damn it. We ended up pulling the axle. I ran the next morning to back to town, which is about 88 miles away. Borrowed a ramp trailer, and I want to just get it back to my shop where I can more comfortably work on the truck. And I ordered new axles and seals. Those original axles had 305,000 on them. The truck is a little wider than the trailer with my wheel and tire combo, but we managed to get it loaded. About 30 minutes into the trip home, here's where some more trouble starts. The bearings on one of the hubs smoked. That took about 4 hours to find parts and get somewhat of a fix in place because we couldn't find everything. All is well so far. I stopped about 20 minutes later to check it all, and everything seemed fine. And due to some construction on my normal path, I decided to hit the interstate and keep it around 60 or lower, and everything went fine until I'm about 20 minutes from home, and my buddy that was following me had just jumped off the interstate. I called him to thank him, and all of a sudden blew a trailer tire. Damn it. In that process, this Jeep took a hit to the windshield. While trying to break the spare lugs free, the wrench slipped and I busted my tailbone, hit my head and shoulder on the trailer, and put a nice laceration on my finger from the guardrail. I wasn't in any good shape after that. I called the police for traffic control and a wrecker to change the tire. It's 6 days later and I'm still trying to recover. I'm feeling a little better. Finally limped everything home in the dark, and my buddy Joe helped me get the truck and trailer unloaded. And that was an 88-mile trip that took about 12 hours. Not a lot of fun.
The next day,
parts started showing up so I can put this thing together the next weekend. And then I get a notice that the upper control arms are delayed about a week. Damn it, what the hell? So today the soreness is getting better, and I'll get the truck in the shop and start tearing it down and get done what I can. And hopefully when the control arms show up, I can get her put together and get it to the alignment shop this Saturday and get that taken care of. It does get a little better. In all this, the other day I found a deal on my next project that I just couldn't pass up. Full video coming on this soon. Welcome to the stable, my first Chevy C10. My buddy found this 86 at an auction and bought it, and I bought it from him, and we towed it home. Stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching.